this video, I'll be showing you how to connect your V9 sound card to a mixer. I will be showing you 4 different cords which you can possibly connect your V9 sound card to a mixer. So in this setup, this could be for your podcasting, live streaming, or recording. Without further ado, let's get started. And now let me show you the things, cables, and cords we will use in this video. So of course we have the mixer, we have the V9 sound card. This handset here we will use to do a sample recording, and this iPad here we will use as a source of our karaoke song, background music, or -1. Of course we'll be using again a condenser microphone with the use of this, of course, XLR cable to connect this condenser microphone to this mixer. And now this cord here, so it's TRS 3.5 mm to dual TS 6.35 mm, both male. And this other cord here, so this is again 3.5 mm TRRS to RCA, but in this one we will only use the for audio, so the red and white. And this one here is the TRS to RCA. So this one has 2 lines, TRS to RCA, both male. And these 2 cords here, they're both the same. Normally it comes when you purchase a V9 sound card. I know for some V9 sound card, theirs is like same as the V8 sound card, TRS to micro USB. But this one here that I got has 3.5 mm port, so that's why it comes with this one. So, but again, if you don't have this one, so this is what it's called. It's TRRS, and both the male on both the ends. And I will be using a headset to monitor the audio. And the Lightning audio adapter, I will use this one because this is the device I will be using for recording. And this device doesn't have a headphone jack. So that's why I will need this Lightning audio adapter. But if you're using an Android phone, you don't need this Lightning audio adapter. And this one here is a 6.35 TRS male to 3.5 mm female audio adapter. So I'll need that later. Okay, and now let's start the connection. So of course, let's first connect this condenser microphone to this mixer. So let's just connect one here, and of course the other one to here. And then let's first try this one here. So the TS dual TS 6.35 mm to TRS 3.5 mm. And so this is where we're going to connect this one, the one that says stereo out. So let's connect this one here and the other one there. And the other side we will connect to here. Okay, let's connect it to capacitor 1. So it's up to you if you want to select 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. So maybe let's put it into the capacitor number 2. Okay, and I will be connecting a headset to monitor. So the headset, I will be attaching it or connecting it to the one that says headphone. By the way, you can connect the background music either to the mixer or directly to this V9 sound card. So it's all up to you, whatever you prefer. It's best if you connect the background music to this V9 sound card using Bluetooth, so less wire to connect. But if you have these wires here, of course there is options, ways to connect the background music. So again, as I mentioned earlier, the background music would be coming from this iPad on here. Let's say, for example, you wanted to connect the karaoke song or background music or instrumental. So it could be an iPad, a tablet, or a cell phone connected to this V9 sound card using this wire. So just simply locate the headphone jack of that device and then connect it to this V9 sound card. So from the V9 sound card, just locate the one that says music, and then the other end, and again this is the cord we will use, the TRRS, and this comes when you purchase this V9 sound card. So from the device, just find the headphone jack. So this one is just right there. And now to connect to this device, because again this device is the one we will use for our sample recording, or if you want to go live, then this is for example the one we will use. So we will need, again, as I mentioned earlier, this one doesn't have a headphone jack port, so I will need this audio lightning adapter. So I'll do it like that, and then I will use this other cord here, the TRRS. Okay, so I will connect the other end from here, from this lightning audio adapter, and then the other end I will connect to this V9 sound card. You just select Live 1 or Live 2. So from here you just select. Okay, so let's connect it to the one that says Live 1. Okay, so as you notice, I turned this on already, the V9 sound card as well as the mixer, and I had moved most of the wires to the back. So what I will be doing is I am going to record from this device what I am doing so that you can hear as well the output. So once I edit this video, I'll be syncing the recorded to the one I'm doing, so as if you're hearing also what I am hearing. And just take note, because we are using a condenser microphone from this mixer, do not forget to turn on the Phantom 48 volt power for this condenser microphone to work. So it's already turned on. Okay, and now let's get started. So as you noticed, I'd already turned on my camera on here. And by the way, this camera from this iPhone, I did not download any application. I'm only using the built-in camera of this iPhone. Okay, let me now put on my headset, and I am going now to record what I'm doing, so we both can hear what is the audio output. Okay, there it is. Okay, so right now, this is now the audio using this condenser microphone being connected to this mixer and to this V9 sound card. And as you notice, the audio is still flat. That is because the effect from the mixer is down, so it's right there. Effect return is still low or at 0, as well as from here, from this V9 sound card. So it's up to you if you want to use the effects from here and also from there. It's all up to you. So for example, if I'm going to turn on also the effects from this mixer, it's going to be like that. Sound check, testing, 1 2 1 2 3 4. So that is just the effects from here. And by the way, if you are curious, my settings of these from this mixer, pretty much everything is halfway. So from the gain, compressor, the high, mid, and low, and effects and pan, they're all in the middle, except the volume for the microphone. It's like at 9 o'clock because it's going to be too loud. But again, the main volume of this mixer is on here also, so you can turn the volume from here or from there, so it's up to you. And now, if you, again, as I mentioned, you can still turn on or put the effects, add the effects from this V9 sound card by turning on, let's say, I'm going to turn a little bit up this treble, and then echo, and then the wet and dry. Sound check, testing, 1 2, or if you want a little bit of baritone and bass. So it's up to you to play around, whatever is your desired audio. Okay, and to the microphone, so it's up to you how loud you wanted it to be. And the monitor, this is what you can hear from your headset or headphone. And the record knob, just remember, if you are doing a live streaming or recording, the record knob from this V9 sound card has to be on high all the time. Otherwise, it will not record, or your viewers will not hear your audio if you are doing live streaming. Okay, so now let's do a sample. I have prepared a karaoke song from here, and let's see how it works. Okay, let's try to do a recording. Okay, so it's already recording right there, and I'll just have to turn this on. Okay, so it's pretty loud. So what I will do is you can control the volume of your background music or instrument from this device or from here. So if you want to control it from the device, so whatever is the volume of this device, then you can lower it. Let's say, for example, from here, you lower it from like that, or you can also lower from this one here, from this V9 sound card. So the one that says music, that's on high, so you can lower it like that. Okay, let's play again. Okay, so it's still very loud, so it's up to you if you want to lower it like that. Okay, so let's say we're good at that. Okay, let's just forward this one over here. Okay, let's do a little sample. Nga ikaw mangkon, kung tikusan kasing-kasing, kung taan gugma magsiring. Hain namanan katumod, an akong dughan, kay tawo malako, usahay natutukso. Okay, let's stop it from there. Okay, so that is one setup. And now let's try the other chord if it does work as well. So by the way, if it does work on your recording, it does work also if you do a live streaming, just to give you a heads up. Okay, so this time I'm going to remove this cable here, or this cord. Remove it from here. Okay, and let's use the next chord. So this time we will try to use this one here. So the RCA, as I mentioned earlier, we will only be using the red and white, and of course this other end. So from this RCA we will connect it to the one that says rec out. Just simply white to white and red to red. And the other end you will connect to this V9 sound card. So again, it doesn't matter if you want to connect it to the capacitor 1 or 2. So let's connect it again to the capacitor 2. So everything else are the same. And let's do again a sample recording. And as I mentioned earlier, the settings is something like this. So as I mentioned, pretty much the settings, my settings on here is not very hard to remember. They're just pretty much halfway for all of them, except this one here, the volume for the microphone. And again, the main volume of all this one is right here. And this is the effect return, and it's up to you, whatever kind your mixer, then you can play around with the different kinds of audio. It's just right there or from right here. Okay, and now let's try to do a sample recording again using this chord. Okay, so I'm going to hit record now from there. Okay, and I'm gonna play this instrument or karaoke song. Kay ano nga napili ikaw pa man, kabay lagud nga di ka na magpakita, magpalagiw ug mapara. Suga ditun bura, ako nala siguro hihinumduman. Mga takna nga atong ginsaruan, mga harap mo haim-im ko, ano ti agi paparaon. Okay, so let's stop it from there. And so it's up to you if you want more echo or reverb. Let's give it a sample. Let's say if I'm going to turn the reverb from this mixer, the audio should sound like this. Sound check, testing, 1, 2, sound check. So I don't think it's good for a recording song. But anyway, if for other purposes that you needed that type of audio, then for sure that's what you should do. And also here, if you want to put it like, let's say, the maximum reverb or echo from this V9 sound card, then it should sound like this. So sound check, testing, 1, 2, sound check. Or let's just lower it. And now let's connect the next chord. So I'm just going to remove this one here. And as I mentioned, we will connect the other cord that I showed you earlier. So this time we will use this cord, so RCA again to TRS, but this time the one that has 2 lines only. So what we will do is we'll connect this one again, the RCA, to this mixer. Actually, it's pretty much the same. So same thing, you connect it to the one that says rec out, simply white to white and red to red. And same thing the other end. So the only difference is the other ones that we connected earlier has 3 lines on it, and this one has 2 lines on it. So same thing, we will connect this one to this V9 sound card, either capacitor 1 or 2, it doesn't matter. So let's connect it again to the capacitor 2. Okay, and we'll do again a little sample recording. So we'll be using the same instrument or karaoke song. So again, this is the 3rd chord we are using to do a sample recording. Okay, so let's now hit record from here, and then let's play this instrument. Okay, maybe I'm gonna forward it a little bit. Okay. Kung ang gugma magsiring, hain naman ang katun, han akong dughan, kay tawo malako, usahay natutukso, waray sugad hinin atong kamutangan. Okay, so let's stop that one. So as you notice, it does work. And now, if you want to connect the karaoke song or background music to the V9 sound card using Bluetooth, that is also possible, so you don't need to connect this cord on here. So let's just remove it. And this is connected to this V9 sound card from music. So let's remove this cord and let's connect it via Bluetooth. So simply from here, just tap that one, this Bluetooth icon, and make sure the device is your Bluetooth here is already turned on. Okay, so let's stop the FRJ speaker. Okay, now it says the connect. So now that they're connected, whatever will play on here will be coming out to this V9 sound card, and we can hear that using, of course, the headset or headphone. And now let me show you the last chord or way to connect your mixer to this V9 sound card is to use this chord. So again, this TRRS, both male, normally comes when you purchase this V9 sound card. This is actually the one we just removed from our background music. So we will use this one to connect from this mixer to this V9 sound card. And since the output here or the ports here are 6.35 mm, so that's why we will need this kind of adapter. So again, it's TRS 6.35 mm male to 3.5 mm female. So we will connect this one to the one that says phones, and then one end we will connect over there. So again, we will not be using this anymore. We will try the other one, so we'll remove that, and then we will connect the other end. So this other end, same thing, you just select capacitor 1 or 2. So let's try capacitor 1 this time. Okay, and now let's do a little sample recording. So again, now that our karaoke song or instrument is connected using Bluetooth, it might change the volume of your karaoke song. So it's up to you if you want it louder or lower. So again, to control is from this device or from here, from the one that says music. If it's too low, then you can turn the volume up from there. And for the microphone, same thing. You can control it from here or from there. And as you notice, using this type of chord, the audio is not as great as the other 3 chords that I showed you earlier. But again, if this is your only chord available, then it's still possible, but not as great as the first 3 options that I showed you. Okay, so let's give it a little sample recording. So I'm gonna hit record now from there. Okay, so it is now recording. Okay, so I am now going to play this instrument. Kay ano nga salaman nga ikaw maangkon, kunti kusan kasing-kasing. gugma magsiring. Okay, so let's stop that recording. Okay, so and now as you notice, I had put back the TS, dual TS 6.35 mm to the stereo out, and the other end is connected to this V9 sound card under capacitor 1. And if in case, I just wanted to show you, if in case you wanted your background music to be connected to this mixer, then that is also possible. So this is the cord I showed you earlier, so same cord you can use. Just connect this one to the one that says 7/8 from this mixer. Okay, let me just move this one. Okay, so the one that says 7/8, so same thing, white to white, and then red to red. And then the other end, so this one, the 3.5 mm, the one that has two lines, so it's called TRS. I will connect this one to this iPad. So just the same thing, connected to the headphone jack of the iPad or iPhone or tablet or Android phone, then it should be connected. So your -1 or karaoke song should be connected to this mixer. So in this setup, your background music or karaoke song volume, you can control it from the mixer this time. So since it is connected to the one that says 7/8, that means your volume control of your -1 is going to be from here. So make sure to turn this up. And so in this setup, the instrument volume cannot be controlled from here anymore. So again, it can be only controlled from here, from the mixer, from the one over here, or the one from the from this device, the volume from the device itself. Okay, now let's do a little sample. So again, in this setup, the instrument or karaoke song is now connected to this mixer. So as I showed you earlier, the volume of this karaoke song is going to be from here. So I had to lower it because it's very loud. So it's about maybe 8 o'clock from here. So again, you can control it from here or from this iPad or tablet, whatever you use for your background music or karaoke song source. Okay, so let's give it a sample. I'm gonna play now the karaoke song from here, and let's do a little recording. Kun tikusan kasing-kasing, kun an gugma magsiring. Hain namanan katumod, an akong dughan, kay tawo man lako, usahay natutukso. Okay, there you go. So if you're going to compare the audio of this one and then the last one that I showed you using the one with the adapter, and I connected from this the one that says phones, this audio right now is more clearer, and I cannot hear any hissing sound compared to the last connections that I showed you. So it's up to you if you want to use this one, or if in case you have this one, this type of cord or cable, then I suggest use this one. Or if you have the RCA, the one that I showed you earlier, then use that one. Those are more clearer audio compared to the one that using with the TRRS connected to this phone with the adapter. And that's all I can share for today. Thanks again, guys, for watching. If you like this type of video, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you are always updated for all the upcoming videos I will be posting. Keep safe, and until next time.